All right, you guys. So let's get this going. S&P 500 time and date, Arizona time. Alrighty, people. So let's go with last night, Tuesday 15, 22, 23, 24. All right. So I'm gonna put the boxes that way you guys can understand what I was talking about. So yesterday we were inside of this box right here that goes from 6,606 to 6,614. That's where the S&P 500 was bullshit in this region right here was very important. I then said by 11 to 11:45 we needed actually by 10 going on to 11 you need to start pushing it up so that 11:45 12:30 we need to be up here, but we need to continue to push it on up, be right here one or two and bullshit, and then wait for the news and going up and bullshit here. The fact that we went up, as you can see right here, so we went up at we started at actually 11 o'clock. You see 23, you see 24, 12 o'clock. So the fact that it went up at 12:44, so now again it's 11:45, 12:30. If by 11:45, 12:30 we're not passing, breaking through that, notice the fact that we went up 11 and right at 12 we came back down. That was telling you, and it's expected because the market is scared. We don't have no data in the morning, so there's nothing moving the market in the morning. There's no 5:30 data. So since there was gonna be no data in the morning, it was gonna be really uncertainty to the most of the day. That's why then I said if we do go down, to pay attention, or up doesn't matter, but to pay attention to then to your 7:45 to 3:30. So in the morning, so let's go to the morning. In the morning, the market came, and notice how at 5 o'clock, yeah, we do go up, but this shouldn't be right here. If we really were gonna go up, we would have been up here in this region. The fact that we're holding below that price that I keep saying we need to break up above was just telling me that the market was uncertainty. Yesterday too, I mentioned that if we do come down here, we're here by 2 o'clock. We should start recuperating by 3 or 4 o'clock as the market opens, and that's what happened. You see the market come down, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock again. Again, the day just notice how the price range just stays in this range. That led me to indicate the market was waiting for your 11 o'clock. As soon as your 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock came, especially like let's say your 7:45 to 8:30, because as we get closer to 10 o'clock, you will see more emotions. And the more I started to do this, I was like, that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna bullshit in this region right here. And once we get to 10 o'clock, you're gonna see more go up. Here you go. I might take my indicators off. Here you go, 10 o'clock. He talks, the market dips, but the market doesn't have a crazy dip. That's what I noticed. Another thing, Bitcoin and Ethereum during that time. But if you look at the S&P 500 after the data came up at 11, or once he talked at 11, it wasn't a dramatic drop. If this was a real drop, this drop would have came down and would have held this right here. So you see how the market comes down here. If it was really the bad news, this is 11. We closed at 10. So we would have held this right here and we would have been very volatile. Meaning we would have been like, oh shit, are we going to go back above this now resistance? It was support, but we broke it. So are we going to hold that or are we going to stay underneath it? The fact that in 1 hour, the market went back up again above that support that it was holding tell me it was bullish. Not just that, the fact that then at 12 we went back to that key point right here. All right, so the market got what they wanted. They got their 25. The questions, they're gonna brush them off. To me, this is, hey, we got what we wanted. Yeah, we heard you talk, but we're still good. The fact that it went up there again. So I went on a trade and I went for a buy for the S&P 500. And here we are right now, creating a new all-time high. Now we have data coming in tomorrow at 5:30. We're creating all-time highs for now. It's gonna be 9 o'clock. Again, same shit with this. Since we're in new territory right now, you can't really say, oh, it's gonna stop right here at 10. If it goes up, it's gonna stop right here at 10 because we have some resistance on a daily, on a weekly. We don't have none of that. So what I like to do, I like to just leave the market breathe and come check it out again, 11:45, 12:30. Because again, what we might see is we might have a little rally on up right here, creating some slightly um, new all-time highs for the S&P. But once we get to 11:45, 12:30, we most likely are gonna come up, maybe test this right here, this resistance that we just, there's a resistance that we just broke, which is the old all-time high, and we might come down, bullish in this region right here, wait for the data to come out. Or like I said, you want to let the market breathe right now. So we could close here and close at 10 o'clock at a new all-time high right here. And then from there, you pay attention again to 11:45, 12:30 to see if we're gonna keep on pushing it up, or if the market after closing at 10 and creating that floor, that resistance, that support, however you want to see it, at 10 o'clock, it's gonna then start hitting that same price range, acting like a resistance, and you're gonna see S&P go down, testing this lower region again. Um, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are also wait. They're telling you like, yo, buddy, we're still bullish. We're ready to blast off. Here we have yeah. Here we have I keep telling you guys this 3 monthly graph, this 3 monthly candle. I call it a 3 candle box. Since it's in a monthly, it's a monthly 3 candle box. The way these boxes work, they end up erupting once you fucking get them at the right place. If you know how the data's gonna turn out, he had another one. It's 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles. You box it up, depending on the data, where the data is, how the data's moving in the market. Once it goes, if it does break that box, you then you catch it when it's fucking going back inside, because there's some data driven it, of course, and you understand what's happening throughout the day, so you know that that box is gonna complete. Same shit with this monthly one right here. If you put attention, everything together, you had you had the Federal Reserve talking, you had the SEC coming out with these fucking rules already for the ETFs. They're getting approved, so all this is very fucking bullish for crypto. Again, we are 2 weeks into the month. So that's why it's important to pay attention to the next 2 weeks that we're coming up, because that might bring Bitcoin down. But as long as we're inside this box, let's say this month we close inside of here anywhere, we're still bullish. The fact that Bitcoin goes back down and they say, oh no, Bitcoin didn't create a new all-time high, it retraced back down, are we gonna keep on, all that fucking bullshit, it's gonna be just bullshit. That the next month, because you gotta think also, mid-October we're gonna start with earnings. We're gonna start with banks, we're gonna start with Tesla, Nvidia, all of them again. So that's gonna bring the market back up again before we get to December, November. I think we have some sort of dump around there or whatnot. So it makes sense for the market these next 2 weeks maybe to have a little pullback on down, making investor think, no, it's a fake out, blah 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 blah. And as we get into the second month of October, getting into earnings, you're gonna see a push on up. That's if we don't get no fucking bad news from tariffs or Tweetman or anything like that. Or going to war, Israel, shit like that. But I've been telling you guys how Bitcoin has been telling you, yo, monthly wise, we're getting ready to fucking blast off. Second of all, I told you guys about this area right here, how Bitcoin was getting ready to break through this other resistance. We're finally at the last stage. And we're inside of it. With tomorrow's data, if the market keeps on pushing it up, you're gonna see if we close with good news, you're gonna see Bitcoin again try to hit the new all-time high, screaming to you, we're about to fucking blow up. That's what the crypto's telling you. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Ethereum, monthly wise. It's fucking right there. It's right there. Look at XRP. I told you about XRP 3 monthly candle also. That is still active. 3 monthly box right here. Cardano also fucking waiting. And I bet you my indicator's catching. Watch. See? My indicator's telling you, hey, there's your entry, your targets. Daily. Here's your entry. Here's your targets. 12-hour candle. 8-hour candle. You get the point. So we have crypto screaming, yo, we're about to fucking blast out of here just in a couple of weeks or months. So just pay attention to us because we're getting regulations and approvals left and right. Just saying, people are buying the shit out of us. Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin, you name it, they're buying us. Meanwhile, you, the dummies, aren't paying attention, and you're gonna be fucked later. Anyways, Nvidia took a little dump, but that's a nice profit right there. Palantir, I want to do a fucking call from Palantir to the end of the fucking year. I've been thinking of doing that shit just of how many contracts these motherfuckers are getting. Yeah, they're gonna fuck us over later on. They're gonna know everything about us even more than they do. Palantir is gonna be way bigger than what it is right now. These motherfuckers are Palantir is pledging to invest 1.5 billion pound in UK for security reasons, for defensive bullshit and all that crap. So I believe Palantir is gonna be the next Palantir, one of a fucking kind. Even I hate the fucking company, but you gotta admit these motherfuckers know what the fuck they're doing, and they got the right connections. But again, people, you gotta let the market breathe. Wait till 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, it's gonna create a support or resistance, however the fuck you wanna look at it. But I call it a floor. It's gonna create a floor, a daily floor. I mean, yeah, not my bad. A 4-hour candle floor, and then it's gonna be testing that same floor from 10 to 12, and it's most likely gonna keep on rejecting and start coming on down. I would be really surprised if the market slowly rallies through the whole night, pretty much. That would be fucking crazy. But besides that, people, that's just it. I'll try and make a video most likely around 12 o'clock. Yo, what's up, man? What's up, H-Dog? You trying to play suck a dick? Bloom? Fucking retarded ass. What a good stock I can buy that's not too expensive that I can make money off. A good stock to buy off and make money off is Palantir long run. Dollar cost average, can't say it. Dollar cost average Palantir. Palantir and BMNR. That's Tom Lee stock. Tom Lee, fucking look at the Tom Lee. Tom Lee is a shit. That motherfucker used to be a financial advertiser for JP fucking Morgan. He was talking to them about Bitcoin back in 2018. He's a share. He's the chairman of the board of this company, BMNR. He put, I believe, around $200 million worth of Ethereum as a treasury. So therefore, if Ethereum goes up, his stock goes up. He's pretty much doing the same shit that MicroStrategy is doing, where he buys Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin goes up, MicroStrategy goes up. Let's see how MicroStrategy is doing right now, by the way. MicroStrategy, where the fuck are you? Boom, 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 boom. Give me a second, people. Where the fuck did I leave it at? I wonder if they took it out. Anyways, people, yes, not financial advice, of course, but I would doghouse average Palantir. Palantir in the video, but definitely Palantir. I don't know if you're still dude, but right on. I'll try and check on that. Yeah, look up Tom Nash. Tom Nash is a man. This Tom Nash. If you really want to get inside about that stock and whatnot, this man right here, this man is a fucking shit when it comes to stocks. He keeps it very simple. Doesn't do that whole subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. He doesn't give a fuck if you fucking subscribe or like him, as long as you just listen to him shit. And for months and months and months and months and months and years, that motherfucker has been talking about Palantir and Nvidia and Tesla. Every time the market goes down, guess what he says? Buy more. And the man is fucking right on every fucking time, most of the fucking time. 80%, 90% of the time, this man knows what the fuck he's talking about. All his stocks that he has, they're all fucking skyrocketing. When he breaks down why, he goes into too many fucking details, but he keeps it fucking simple. He keeps it simple, and if you want to stay and listen to the whole conversation, he'll break down everything. But this man knows what the fuck he's talking about. The other guy that I mentioned was Tom Lee. Tom Lee used to be a financial advisor for JP Morgan. And ever since 2020, with crypto and the S&P 500, this man has been hitting home runs left and right when it comes to crypto and the S&P 500. He's been over CNN these last 3 or 4 years for the same reason, because his analysis are so fucking dope. Hope that helped, man. Right on. I'll try to check it out. All right, cool, bro. So hope that you guys hope that makes sense. Um, and yeah. So another thing too is I'm gonna try and take my laptop to work to make videos, update videos, because I hate to come at nighttime and do the whole, oh yeah, it went up, it went down because of this and that. I like I like doing analysis before data hits. That way I can say, see you guys, I said it was gonna do this and that, and because it was closing here, it was gonna go up, all that fucking bullshit. But after the market passes, I don't like doing that shit because it just sounds corny. It just sounds, yeah, no shit, buddy. You can see that it fucking happened, and you're making your own assumptions why the market did that shit. But if I can do the assumptions before the market does those moves, then it'll make me more credible, and instead of just me going over it after the moves had already happened. Anyways, people, hope this makes sense. Hope that helped you guys. I'll come back later, and you have a good day. Night.